Connor Rogers here as we continue our interviews from the NFL Combine alongside Joshua Perry. How about the national champion wide receiver from Indiana, Elijah Sarratt?
Sure.
Man, what has this been like for you? Transferring up, going to Indiana, you guys built something that not a lot of people saw coming. Now you're here at the NFL Combine.
Man, it's been a blessing. Just winning that championship, just the journey I've been through in general has been a blessing, but especially winning that championship ain't no greater feeling. Like, you just said, welcome national champion. When people say that, like, I'll never get tired.
It's like a reminder, too. Like, oh, yeah, that's
yeah,
cool.
So it's a great feeling, but flipping the script to come to Combine training, it's been real smooth, you know. Been getting a lot of body work just because we played dang near an NFL season, but it's been smooth so far. I've had a lot of great people down in Fort Lauderdale where I'm training at XPE that have been helping me out, so the process has been great so far, and I'm ready for Saturday, and I'm ready for my pro day coming up April 1st.
Staying on that championship season, just take me inside that locker room, and all year long, I mean, even in the preseason, you guys were so confident. And I know that you had the last year to build off of, but you know, without a lot of people necessarily having that confidence early on, where did it come from for you guys?
Yeah, really just eternally. Like, we knew what we had in that locker room. We did a great job of tuning out the outside noise, whether it was good, bad, or what it was, and we just stayed at it day by day, no matter if we were blowing teams out or if it was a close game. That every single day we just knew we had to stack days to get to our ultimate goal. And we didn't even talk about, we want to win a national championship. We knew it was our goal, but it wasn't something we're just bringing up all the time. We just went 1-0 every single week, and we really did a great job of doing that.
The nickname Waffle House, who gave you that officially?
My pops really started it. When I was at JMU, he used to say it, but it was on his Facebook and everything, but you know, he ain't got too many followers on Facebook. And then eventually in the interview at Indiana, they had asked me, and I just said it jokingly, and then a couple hours go by, I go on Twitter, and it's blowing up and stuff, and everybody ran with it, and here we are today. I have my own merch with it and everything.
That's amazing.
But yeah, it's crazy.
I love it.
It's really good stuff. Now, you know, flipping on the tape, one of the things that stands out to me is you're so good at catching the football away from your body. How have you been able to train that and make sure that you can implement it into basically all the contested catches that you have?
Yeah, really just focusing on it, whether it's routes on the air, whether it's 7-on-7, just extending those arms out. I know I'm a bigger guy, so if I'm extending those arms out and I can be able to make my catch point all the way out here, it's going to be hard for DBs to break the ball up. So even when I'm catching jugs after practice, I'm making sure I'm catching it out here. My arms aren't in here. So just reps over time is really what been able for me to have success doing that.
It felt like every third down or fourth down or gotta have it down. You know, we have the Big Ten at NBC. We're looking for you because we're like the timing between you and Fernando Mendoza on those was impeccable, especially by the end of the year. How did you guys develop that rapport?
Yeah, just reps and me knowing what he wanted and him knowing what I want. I tried to make it super easy for him. I just said allow me to get my hands on, and he went one step above and was throwing dots a dang near every single time. So every time it's third down, every time it's a money down, I believe in myself that I want the ball. If I drop it, I'll drop it. If I catch it, I'll catch it. But I want that moment on me. And then shout out to him for believing in me in all those big moments. So it was just trust between each other.
Your body control, your ability to stop on a route and get your eyes back to the quarterback, your ability to be right there on the sideline, make sure that you've got your feet in bounds, sitting down in zones. Is that more of a natural instinct feel thing, or is that something that you've had to develop over time?
Yeah, I kind of feel like it's just been a natural instinct, something that I've always been generally good at since I've been a little kid. You know, my brothers used to just say I used to do something and be like, how'd you just stay up right there, or little stuff like that. So I've been blessed to be able to have that type of talent. Of course, you always work on those little stuff, like whether you're doing some little workouts or something, but I've been blessed to be able to have that as a natural instinct.
Over the summer, I believe you said this was going to be your fourth quarterback going into this season. That's a lot of different quarterbacks throughout a college career. At what moment, and whether it was in camp or even early in the year, did you feel like, oh, Fernando, I might be catching passes from a pro quarterback, not just any old quarterback?
My first time I seen him throw was at our pro day last year, and then he's throwing it, and the scouts are like, who's this guy throwing? And I'm like, who's this guy throwing it? And then as we got closer to spring ball, just being out there running routes together, I'm like, okay, he can spin it. And then just going through spring ball and in camp, you see him just making throws where like, okay, I haven't really seen that before, whether it's a cover 2 hole shot and he's spinning in before the safety gets there on a zip, and just little stuff. And every single day he kind of impressed me, and then just the way he carried himself, I'm like, okay, this guy's official.
So we know Curt Cignetti is obviously a high-level competitor. We had D'Angelo Pons yesterday. He's a high-level competitor. What was the environment like in practice?
Man, it was great. Every time for just being around Sig, you gotta buckle it up every practice. We're not out there long, but in those times that we're out there, you're working. And if he catches you slacking, he's gonna be on it. He's gonna be on, which I appreciate. You want someone coaching you like that. And then line up in front of Palms. I can't even count the amount of reps we done had against each other from JMU all the way to our past 2 years at Indiana. So it's been great. When two of the best guys are going against each other, it only makes you better. So I know when I line up against him, he's gonna try and get the best of me and vice versa. So it's a battle every time, and I like it. It made us both better.
The JMU crew, because there was so many of you that were a huge part of the DNA of Indiana's national title team. What was it like going through that with all of them, watching everybody kind of grow into national stars, pretty much?
Man, it was great. Like, I've always believed in those guys, though. No matter if it was at Indiana, if they were at a different school, I believed they was gonna have the success that they've had. And it's great when you're doing it with the guys that you started with, man.
Yeah.
Like, it ain't no better feeling.
It's unique in college.
Seeing us start from the bottom like that, then eventually ending up national champions and us having all these accolades is great. And it's just a testament to the work we put in. All those guys I've been around, they put that work in, and they're 100% deserving of everything that they've had.
Speaking of putting in work, I mean, you mentioned the length of your season, and it's difficult getting into the training. Were you able to catch your breath at all? Were you able to kind of press pause before you got reset for combine training?
Yeah, a little bit. So after the game, I had like a week off. I was kind of busy throughout that week just doing appearances and stuff, but I didn't go out much in Bloomington. I was at the crib just chilling with my dog, so that was kind of my downtime. But it is a quick flip to just going straight into training. Luckily, I've had great trainers down there that have helped me keep my body right and stuff. So I'm happy. Mental's all good, and that's all I can ask for, man. I'm excited for Saturday and for the future beyond.
It feels like you've had no time off from football in a long time, but what do you get to do when you actually do get a day off?
Really, I don't do much. My typical day off is me kicking it with my dog or playing some video games, watching some shows, man. Like, I really don't do too much. I'm a big gamer, so just turn on some Call of Duty, call up my boys, call up my brother, but hey, let's just run some games, and then I'm happy doing that, man. Simple.
What shows are you into?
I just finished Fallout. Fallout was a pretty good show, and then I just started the new Game of Thrones little spinoff series.
Seven Kingdoms.
Yeah, Seven Kingdoms. Yeah. I'm only on like episode 1 or 2, but it's getting good so far, man. But I like a lot of shows.
Indiana wide receiver Elijah Sarratt, man, what a blast it's been watching you, especially this season, and we can't wait to see what you do at the NFL. Thanks for stopping by.
Appreciate talking to y'all.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.